Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Strategy. So back to another video of the Dyson Supersonic Travel hairdryer that just released in the US a few days ago. I put up a full review of this. I'll put the link down below, but I think I missed a couple of things that I want to address in this video. And fun fact, that video was probably my first video that has more female viewers than male viewers. Anyways, this Dyson Supersonic Travel, it's obviously lighter and smaller than the original Supersonic. But one thing that I missed on the last video is that, yes, the hairdryer itself is smaller and lighter. The one huge advantage is that there's no power brick. So look at that. There's just a cord coming from this hairdryer, and that's it. The power brick and everything is built into this hairdryer. No hanging power brick. And it supports 100 to 240 volts, so it works anywhere in the world. As long as you have the plug adapter, it can plug in. If you go to Europe, there's a different plug. As long as you have that, this will work anywhere. And the other point I missed is that the attachment, head attachment head that came with this hairdryer is actually universal. So you can use this with the Dyson Supersonic and Supersonic Neural. And vice versa, you can use the one that came with the Supersonic with this travel. So this will work. One thing though, this one doesn't have the RFID. So if you have the Neural that has the smart attachment or whatever, you can use it, but it's not going to recognize what it is. It's not going to adjust the power on automatically because this one doesn't have that sensor. So comparing this travel with the R actually, if you feel just the hairdryer itself, it's lighter and very slightly, and the handle is about the same size, so not much different. But again, this power brick is huge. So you think about it, it's a lot less convenient to carry this around than the travel. And one last thing I want to talk about this travel is that it doesn't have the cold air button where you can press and hold and it would just change from the hot air to the cold air temporary, and when you release it, it goes back to the heat. This one doesn't have it, but you can set the heat level to 0 and it will provide constant cold air. Other than that, for my short hair, I think the travel works really well. I actually feel like they provide about the same quickness when I dry my hair, so I prefer the travel over the Supersonic R. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll put the links, my Amazon associate links, as well as the product links down for the travel and the Supersonic R. If you purchase through those links, I'll make a small commission, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.